guys, so in this video I'm gonna be making my baked mac and cheese. That's what I always bring to Thanksgiving every year. It's like my dish that I bring every year. Except that one year, like a couple years ago, my family did seafood. My mom was like, let's do seafood for Thanksgiving, and we're like, okay, like who's gonna say no to that? And we did like crab legs and lobster tail and scallops. It was really good. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. So in normal Thanksgiving years, this is like my dish that I always bring, and I feel like it's like a staple dish for Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. I don't know why, like I can't stand like the phrase like staple. Like it's a staple in the kitchen. It's a staple for Thanksgiving. Like I don't know why, like when people say like staple, like I'm thinking of like office now. Like I don't even, what were we talking about? Anyways, my whole point is I feel like everyone needs mac and cheese at Thanksgiving. Some form or sort of mac and cheese. And like I said, I've been bringing it to Thanksgiving probably like the past like 5 or 6 years, I think. I'm not sure. So every year I make it, and you know, I have people ask me for the recipe. So I decided to film it for my channel. I understand it's like August, so this is like really weird, kind of. Not really, because honestly, is it ever like a weird time to eat mac and cheese? I don't think so. So just keep in mind, it's a good Thanksgiving side dish, but also a good everyday food. So anyways, here we go. My baked mac and cheese. Let's get started. So this is your shredded sharp cheddar, shredded mozzarella, and shredded Colby and Monterey Jack cheeses, and just mix those up really good, get them nice and tossed together. And then set aside a cup of these for later use. Then you'll go ahead and add in the cooked chopped bacon, give it a good toss, and then you can just put this bowl in the fridge until you need it for later. Okay, so this is for the cheese sauce. You start by melting the butter and slowly whisking in the flour a little bit at a time. It makes it easier to mix and get the consistency that you want. If you just dump the flour in all at one time, it'll just be like a sticky mess. So once it has gotten a little bit thick and fluffy, you'll go ahead and add in the milk. And you really want to just mix this up really good. You don't need chunks of the flour butter mixture floating around. It should be one smooth consistency. Next, you'll add in your dried onion flakes, salt, and pepper. As the sauce heats up, it'll start to get nice and thick and creamy. And then you'll go ahead and add in your Velveeta and the 1 cup of mixed shredded cheeses that we set aside from earlier. So just help mix the cheese into the sauce as it starts to melt. You'll want a nice, smooth, thick, cheesy consistency. And then you can add in your cooked noodles. Just make sure you're mixing up the sauce all throughout those noodles, so every single noodle is coated with cheese sauce. So now just give your baking dish a good coating of cooking spray. And you're going to spoon in half of your mac and cheese mixture for the first layer. So now you'll get out your bowl of mixed cheeses and bacon and sprinkle on a first layer. Then go ahead and spoon on the second half of your mac and cheese. And then you'll go ahead and sprinkle on the second half of the cheese and bacon for a top layer. And then into the oven. And here we are out of the oven. Nice and melty and crispy on top. Now that we have our finished product, let's do a taste test. All right, let's eat some mac and cheese. I'm so hungry. I literally have been so hungry for hours. Like, I've been saving my appetite just for this. First of all, can you see it? See that cheese stretch? Ooh. Oh my God. It's so good and creamy. I feel like the dried onion flakes are like a really good, I don't know, additive, whatever. Because obviously you could just use like onion powder, but the onion flakes kind of give it like more texture. And of course, the bacon. What would it even be without the bacon? This was worth the wait. I almost like passed out from hunger, but this was worth it. It's like, it's so good, there's like no words. I guess what I can say is it's very rich, very creamy, just enough, like, not crunch is not the word, but the fact that it's baked, like, you know, the top of it is crispier than the rest, I guess I'll say, which is a nice contrast. But just because it's baked does not mean it's dry. I feel like a lot of baked mac and cheeses can be more dry because maybe people just make mac and cheese the way they normally do with like just milk and cheese and then bake it, which that'll just become really dry. The reason why this is like still so rich and creamy is because you make the cheese sauce. Like, you need to make like a thick, creamy sauce to be able to bake it and not just have the whole thing be dry. You know what I mean? Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Simba, come here. He's being camera shy. Okay. Let's see what Simba thinks. Simba loves cheese. What do you think, baby? Simba thinks it's finger licking good. Mwah! Sweet boy. So yeah, thanks for watching. That was my baked mac and cheese. I hope you guys try the recipe. If you do, let me know. Let me know how you like it, how everyone else likes it if you share. And I'll see you guys next time.